Good morning. I'm just coming out of Dalby main visitor centre. We've got the Hubfest on this weekend down there. This morning we're doing a demo day. What is all the fuss about the Santa Cruz Vala? Phil's gone his separate way for an hour to go and test some bits of the red route that he wants to compare against his cube, and I'm heading off the other way to do some more, should we say, off-piste sort of gnarly options and see how that compares to more what I'm used to. Myself and Phil were both hiring a Santa Cruz Vala, which is basically a bit of a dream really. So obviously we'll talk over all the specs and stuff a bit later on, and but yeah, let's just ride this bike and let's review it, see how it goes, and tell you guys, hopefully give you some good advice and a bit of pre-knowledge if you're thinking of buying one yourself. Right, we're dropping in. Just done that quick section there, and it was flying down there. To be honest, it felt really good. Right, first bit of climbing, and that's tasty. That's got some beans. I'm only in again 2 plus or purple. You can see down there on the display. Obviously, when all this gets upgraded with a better one, it's going to be amazing all the information that you're going to get on that digital display, which is coming in very, very soon. But yeah, this is nice. So let's get it in turbo now. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's amazing. And I'm sure Phil will be comparing this to the last demo when we hired the Trek 9 plus 9.7, and that only had would have been a lighter option bike. Obviously it's got a less powered motor, and we did realise quite quickly really when we got on that bike that it just didn't simply have enough. There wasn't enough power, but I'm comparing that straight away to this, because that's basically the last time I did this climb, and this has got so much more beans. It's taking a bit of getting used to these gears and electric dropper and all the rest of it. I keep pressing the wrong buttons and figuring out what's going on. That doesn't feel right. So coming up on section 5, famous for its jumps, so let's just get in there. Woo! You know what, instantly this bike just feels so light. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I think it's just shy of 22, 21.7 is it, something like that, which when I compare it to my cube's knocking on 25 kilos, and that's quite a bit of weight in a bike, and you can definitely tell that this feels a lot lighter and a lot more nimble. I mean, even on these trails here, I'm hitting that limiter, I'm in it now, which is a bit frustrating. The bike feels like it's got more agility to give and more speed, but the motor says nope, we're not having any of that. The ongoing debate about how much power does an e-bike need is could be limited. So DJI have come to the market with their monster of a unit, lots of power on tap, But actually, where does it end? Because every other manufacturer now is chasing the heels of DJI and looking to increase theirs. Specialized Levo just come out with a very equivalent amount of newton meters. The Bosch CX Gen 5 motor on this shortly will get an update and a brand new touchscreen on the top bar here, and the update's going to increase it from 600 watts to 750 watts with 100 newton meters. So I dare say that's a good improvement, because obviously you can still adjust that to whatever you want. If you don't want the full 100 newton meters, tune it down a bit. This motor at the moment is plenty. I think what's more important is the limit, the speed limiter. I think that's a bit rubbish. I think 16 mile an hour, whatever it's set at, is just a fraction too low. I think they could quite easily increase that to increase that to 20 and give us a bit more flexibility when we're out on the trails, because like I've just shown there, you can soon hit that limit even on a red trail off-road. And I don't know why I stopped. Well, I do know why I stopped, because I've got the wrong gear. Oh, it's definitely going to take a bit getting used to that. So here we are. Oh, this feels super. It really does. Let me come off pedal there. Oh, it's bloody lovely. That's all I can say. Oh, wow. Swallowing it up, it feels so nice. Confidence inspiring is that. Oh, that is so nice. Wow. Oh, that was fantastic. Talk about manoeuvrability, it's lovely. I've got a Bronson, Santa Cruz Bronson 2017, in a medium, same as this. Similar bike, obviously trail bike, so obviously this is a good comparison for me on how nimble it could be. And I'll tell you what, that was impressive. Really nice. You could throw that, obviously that's my first descent, so I'm going to get used to it, but I could definitely get used to that, if that makes sense. Great bike. I think we've got Monster Climb coming up here. Yep, here we go. Let's drop it down a gear. Let's get up here, come on lad. The beauty of E. Yeah, we knew it was going to do that dead easy. The suspension is really nice actually. Kind of reminds me of when we rode the Trek Slash Plus a while ago. It just has that kind of solid but floaty feel about it. Not too harsh, but yeah. Very nice. Lovely. So we've got Marvin Bronze brakes. We've got the Bosch CX5 Generation 5 motor, which is 600 watts. Is it 750 newton meters? We've got the 600 watt battery in there, which is non-removable charging point. But I don't know if you can see, it's actually very thin. That's a thin bottom tube, that. It looks just like a regular Santa Cruz almost. Yeah. Fox 38s at the front, 160 travel, 150 at the back, Fox float. Nice. Good suspension, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You've got Magic Marys on the front. Oh, there's Maxis on the back. Strange. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, and the controversial no VPN bar there. But, I mean, to be honest, I have a Santa Cruz, normal bike, and I can't tell any difference, to be honest. Let's do a weight test. Let's pick it up. Oh, do you know what? It does still feel like it's got some weight there. That wasn't as light as I was expecting it, to be honest. Me being a heavier set bloke at 92 kilos. How does a 600 watt battery fare carting me around all day? So I'm keeping an eye on my mileage. We're knocking on 4.5 miles at the moment, of which we've been doing most of it in turbo, and we've already lost 20% battery by the looks of that. So yeah, we're just riding down now towards the top of Lewis's, and we'll check in there and see how this goes. This, by the way, everyone, is my favourite track in Dalby. I haven't ridden it for a bit actually, but all lovely and dry. Let's see how this Vala swallows it up. Get a nice bit of air up, feel there. Ooh, nice. Now we're coming up to the famous death drop, so I was going to do that. So easy, that is sweet, so sweet, everyone. Ooh, lovely, straight down. Obviously these are 800mm bars, and this is a narrow track, but the bonus for me is on my Bronson, my bars are 800, so pretty much what I'm used to. That's just eating them roots up for breakfast. A little bit twisty turny here, which is great. It's a good test for this bike, but it seems so nimble. You just pull it round everything. Nice little drop here. There. Coming round now. More techie rooty stuff. Ooh. Nice. Such a good trail. Oh, I'm going to cut off there, it'll cut through. Lovely, a little bit of power, a couple of cranks just got me straight back up to speed. Ooh, lovely, so sweepy. Tester on your knees though. Great trail, great trail. Obviously this is slightly different to mine. So obviously on my Bronson I'm just on 27.5s, but on the Santa Cruz Vala obviously it's the Bullit composition, so you've got your 29, whoop, and you've got your 27.5 on the back. So the rolling speed is really nice, and I am noticing the difference with the 29 to the 27.5, which is really nice. Anyway, boom. That's Lewis's done. Very, very, very nice. So now I've got a bomb all the way back up to the top of that road, and then back down to section 26, and then we'll meet Phil. So Right, let's do these jumps. Whoa! Wow! Well, that's the first time ever I've cleared them two first jumps nice and smoothly. Never done them before, and that went over that smooth as butter. Didn't quite get the third one, which is the challenging one, but lovely over them. Yeah, I like it a lot. Right, let's have a look at this. I'll try this drop off. Go big. Oh, that's buttery smooth, that. Go.
Again, stinker, we've hit the limit already, so you're pedalling just to get some extra power. Section 27, so another very familiar part of the red rope for us, so another good comparison, but again I bit the limiter, but I'm falling full on this section, and then you can follow me on the next. Drop off, lovely, another one. Vala, no problems, no problems. Huh?
Oblivion. Woo! Oh wow. Whew. Loads of grip. Loads of grip.
Wow.
I took it. Hey! Thank you. Whoa, back wheel skid out then. Yeah. Hee.
Loving the Vala.
Oh yeah.
Right, section 33 everyone, the one we usually don't like very much. But it'd be different on this because I could just zoom up in turbo and there's no problems. But no, this again is another lovely test. Look at this. Look how it's eating this up. So nice. Yeah, I'm loving this wireless shifter, mate, as well. Really nice.
Yeah,
No, that's it. Real smooth.
One thing I've noticed from riding this large today, normally I have a medium. Both my existing bikes are medium, and I'm pleasantly surprised by this large actually. It feels really nice. It feels really like it's got a really good slack head angle, although no it isn't. It's exactly the same as the medium Kerry's riding. But when I had a go on his and sat on his, that felt quite tiny. Almost like it was a size, or half a size too small for me. So I think if I was to order one of these, I probably would order the large.
Yeah. Chewing all this up, absolutely lovely and amazing ride. The only issue again is this limiter. You feel a lovely bit of assistance when you need it, and then you suddenly get to that 14 mph point and then cut off. Oh, that was a banked up pedal banger. Oh, I know, amazing, huh? I haven't got one, he's got one. I usually hang on the back of him.
I'll stop and I'll shout. Woo!
Them brakes are mint. Nearly. Well, thanks for subscribing, lads. By the way, we are filming right now, but we're doing our demo day, and we've just bumped into some great guys. We're local guys in Scarborough, so if like and subscribe to our page, watch our videos. And
First ride at Dalby.
First ride at Dalby. It's his birthday.
Hey!
So, yeah,
Right. Catch you later.
See you in a bit.
So it's the end of the day, end of the ride. So according to my watch, we've just done 15 miles and we've been in turbo nearly all the way, and according to my battery I've got what, 40% left, so 60% battery used in 15 miles in turbo. That's a little bit concerning. I mean, to be honest though, if I went out riding, I wouldn't be in turbo all the time. I'd be riding these flats in, you know, eco mode, tow plus, and only using turbo or EMTB probably for just doing some of the climbs. So in reality, I wouldn't be in turbo all the way. When I did my video the other week in Langdales, I did 20 miles in turbo nearly all the time, and I got down to 20% battery. So if you look at that, it's very similar in efficiency, to be honest, so that's got to be good. So yeah, range extender is available if you want one for the longer days out. But yeah, overall impressions, I think I'll be giving this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 definitely, and it's going on my shopping list. So, as a little bit of a surprise, the guys at the Santa Cruz stand have lent us this for half an hour, which is the brand new Bullit. So this is very similar to the Vala, obviously, but lots more of the juicy travel. But yeah, look at it, gorgeous. So we've got this for half an hour. We're just going to take it for a quick test drive. This is a size medium, but yeah, we're excited. We didn't think we were going to get to ride one of these today. We thought it was just going to be a look but don't touch day. So first test of the Bullit. The first test is the lift test. Let's have a look. Oh yep, that feels about the same.
Is it?
Yeah, there's hardly out in it. About the same as the Vala.
So yeah, we're taking the second right off piste trail. Phil's on the Bullit. It's going to follow it here. Whoa! Right, here we go. That's better, sorry. Wrong power mode. Is that eating it up for breakfast? Isn't it? Looks lovely. Oh. Good. Thank you. Oh, got stick. Cheers, guys. Whoa!
Cheers, lads. Woohoo! It's like a sandstorm. Oh mate, you're gonna love this.
Woo! My phone!
I think I just ran over it.
Let's go! Woo! Woo! Oh. So good. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that was good. That was good.
I think the thing to think about as well is I don't know what the price difference is between these.
Yeah, that's it.
Because if that was like £1,000 more than this, then I think that would make up my mind in that I'd probably be buying this one, because that's probably the one I could only afford. Because it would do the job brilliantly. Whereas I think if that was affordable, I think I'd swing more towards that, just purely because it gave me so much confidence going down that gnarly stuff then. It was a bit like that Trek Slash day that we had, that Trek Slash Plush, where we were coming down the off-piste stuff and it was like, oh, this is so easy on this bike, you know.
Yeah. Set up.
Still had to work a little bit on this one, whereas that one for me, it was just like, yeah, go. We can go faster than that, Mr. Rudland, let's do it. Right, our last run of the day, properly the last run of the day. We'll come back to the end of the blue section. We've got the Bullit, the brand new Bullit, and we're going to test drive that one going down here, just to see whether there's any twitchiness in how it performs on sort of standard flow trail. That's what we've heard in the reviews, well, some of the reviews I've seen. So let's just put it to the test, see whether it feels any different.
Rapid.
Whoa! Took off a bit there.
I love it. Although the back end did feel a bit twitchy on that corner back there, like it was going to slide out on me. Oh, it's so nice, this is lovely. And a big speed run to the bottom. Lovely. Same Maven brakes, obviously. But yeah, that was sweet. That was sweet.
What do you reckon?
Then with the big twitchy, and it's not, and then off the back end, it was like, ooh. So, obviously, previous to videos we've seen, a couple of people have said, the Bullit didn't be a little bit twitchy, but apart from that little part, the rest of it was outstanding. Really nice. Roll it in. Nice.
To tell you what,
Yeah. Great. I love it. I want one of these now.
well, on this bit, the size medium felt completely different coming down there to that large.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you were saying this is a bit more chuckable.
Yeah.
It was, definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't think I preferred that, because I don't know whether you could hear it, but my back end was skipping all over the place.
It was good a bit, yeah.
And it just didn't feel as planted, whereas the large for me just felt a little bit more like I was going into bends and I just knew what it was going to do, whereas this just feels a little bit more lively. But yeah, still so exciting though. That was amazing. Yeah,
We love them both.
Santa Cruz.
We do like them both.
What do you reckon then? Out of 10 for the Bullit?
Say 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Well, I gave the Vala a 9 earlier. And I reckon...
I'd say 9.5 on the Vala. Only because I've had more experience on it, done a bit more on it this morning.
Yeah.
And obviously got a bit more confident, I suppose. I still would like to put this to more tests before I'll give a proper... But so far, obviously this is... yeah, it's been really nice. It's been really nice.
Yeah, I'm saying 9 for both.
9 for both, yeah.
But potentially that could edge it, depending on the price.
Yeah.
If it's very similar to this, then yeah, I'll probably go for that.
Yeah.
If not, it would be a Vala. Because budget rules at the end of the day, doesn't it? We'd all love a 15 grand EMTB, but we can't have one, so it depends on your budget. But